That's why our mic's not running. Stupid button is on the back of the headset. Never runs properly. Look at me. I'm in my pajamas. Because it's 5:20, but technically it's 6:20, so it's even later than I am thinking it is. Everybody, I am Emmara, Goddess of Plunger. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet. Occasionally, I'm just sitting here talking and chit-chatting. Who knows what I'm doing today? Oh. Let's move this over here, so I got that up. I don't know this over here. You know what? Who knows? I don't need to know how much I am. Get me out of the way. So anyway, here is my show, where I sit here and I do whatever I feel like doing right now. I've been doing chores all weekend long. I don't want to do chores anymore, and it's tired me out, so then I didn't even want to do the things I normally would want to do, so here we are. We've made it here to this point in time. I hate this part of gaining an hour back. The, uh-oh, why does it feel so late? Why am I so tired so early? This is stupid. Silly enough, I get really tired at like 7 o'clock in the evening. I'm like, you know what? This old lady is ready to go to bed. And like, I gotta stream at 8 o'clock? Oh my god, it's so late. Which reminds me, I do have a stream. I have a couple streams this weekend. You can actually find me streaming on Saturday at 2 o'clock, and you can find me streaming at Sunday at 8 o'clock. Oh, we are apparently yawning into this, running ourselves a not charity stream for Megan Infinitoken. It'll be a couple of different streamers all day long. I think there's 6 of us each day. We'll be hosting pods of some of your favorite streamers. We've got giveaways, and we're just raising some money to help our friend pay for some medical costs that came up during the MagicCon weekend. And apparently pulling all my eyelashes out of my face. Figured it is sports ball today. My partner is watching her sports ball. I'm just gonna let that happen. Oh yeah, we're looking at a different card. It's like, for some reason we took this off the stack before we actually added it. Beats me. I just took a deck apart, so some of these are probably not actually. I mean, they were in a commander deck. They were good enough to start out there, so. So I am a cosplayer. I am a puppeteer. Occasionally you might see me playing Magic the Gathering with other streamers on the internet. I am one of your Magic the Gathering ambassadors for Avatar The Last Airbender. Oh my gosh. I'm just waking up if you couldn't tell. My partner wanted to take a nap, and I had been doing stuff all morning, and she had been busy, and I was like, you know what, let's go to sleep. I am in for this sleep you mentioned. Guardian Scale Lord is awesome. This song is so much fun. Makes me want to just go punch things. Don't punch things, people. That's not nice. Got bad heartburn right now, and I haven't eaten anything today. Maybe that's why I have bad heartburn today. Who knows? So stupid. I figure I will eat dinner after I'm done doing this. Daring Scale Lord is really good. Well, yeah, not common though. Go to where I want you to go to. No, apparently I already was here. Bleh. I like it when I find new albums that I didn't know about, that are new to me, because I just didn't know. Like, I used to know all sorts of things about music, but like... Cats. Cats. 326. Boop. Macias. You know, the other Macias is scarier than this Macias, though. So I have been slowly entering my Magic the Gathering collection into the internet, so I know what I have, can find my stuff. Barbie, you're hilarious. I love you. That was Barbie. She says hi. She's being a lover. She's being a silly little lover. Yeah. I love her so much. She's such a sweetheart. She's a troublemaker, but she is a sweetheart. Yeah. She's just hanging out on some magic boxes like she's the fanciest lady in the world, and she is the fanciest lady in the world. Yeah. Oh, okay. She's like, why did you stop petting me? Why did you stop petting me? Yeah, I'm sorry. That wasn't nice of me just to start petting you and then just stop petting you, huh? Yeah, that was not nice of me. It's cool. You're so silly. So, this is actually the third list. I messed up a couple of times differently with the other two lists. So this is the newest list. Sorry, Fractured Power Stone, most powerful card in Magic. I already have a whole bunch of Fractured Power Stones for plane chase purposing. I'm just making up words right now. My brain is slowly waking itself up. Maybe. Maybe it's getting worse. Maybe I'm getting sleepier. I don't know. That could also possibly be it. Return. Darn it. I thought I clicked the button. We didn't do it, Barbie. We're clicking the wrong buttons. This is a really good card. I don't know. I like to... It gets rid of a lot of problems. I like cards that let me make other decisions. And I never know what kind of problems I'm having. $3.10. Oh, Rishka, I have a whole bunch of copies of you. He is included in a lot of decks and things that have +1/+1/+1/+1/+1 counters. That's the triple +1s. Those are even better. I really like backup. This is not the music I'm in for right now. I really want to listen to. Let's go here. Let's go down. Oh, this is a different band than I clicked. I don't think I ever heard this one. I guess we'll listen to this. Why not? The only bad thing about listening to music that I haven't heard yet, or that is new to me, then I'm like, huh, do I really like this? Am I enjoying this? I don't know. Fertilid. Emergent Woodworm. This one has an interesting backup ability. Also interesting because you could you get to use the ability twice, which is kind of cool, since you're giving it to another creature. So even a creature that doesn't have that ability suddenly that you want to use in a deck, you could use. Apparently, other people also like Emergent Woodworm. That's pretty cool. So also on my normally morning show / daily show, it's occasionally daily. I mean, it's mostly daily. We also paint miniatures because I love my minis. Occasionally we talk about those. I am very excited about the Avatar set. I will be posting videos here starting tomorrow. That's the thing, is I can't show my deck tag shit because unfortunately I haven't showed all the cards yet, so I have to be careful about that, so I am just extra careful about it. Like, I'm not talking about this card or this deck until I can show everything. I'll be playing those decks this coming weekend for some streams, but those streams we can't post those until later on, so you'll have to wait for that content. I gotta go check all the dates so when I can release things. I always check like every time before I go and post anything anyway. Heaven and Earth. Heaven and Earth? How's this? I was gonna say, this is only well, it was printed. Apparently I don't remember it from Amonkhet. It's interesting. It's good to wipe out everything in this. I don't know where you would want to do both of them, unless you did them both in the same turn. And having to, if you wanted to use Earth and you didn't want to use Heaven. And how do you stop yourself from getting hit with everything? I mean, there's ways. It's like, did you want to jump through that hoop? Really? I hope everybody is having a good evening. And there are plenty other places to be. Plenty of better things to be doing, so. Uncivil unrest, huh? You're a pretty, fancy card, huh? Guess I should have bought more of those commander decks, huh? That hasn't been reprinted. Well, I better jump on it before it gets too expensive. Otherwise, it'll just become a card that gets, it's a chase card, and so it's oh, Abzan Falconer, welcome to the commander box because you got taken apart in the deck. And I just didn't throw you aside. And then you give all my creatures with +1/+1 counters flying. That's still pretty cool. I mean, you're worth more than almost probably 1/3 my rare cards. That's pretty cool. There's a lot of cool things about you, Abzan Falconer. Don't feel sad about yourself. Don't make me feel sad about you. Don't don't let me make you sad about yourself. There we go. There's the words I wanted to use, but couldn't. We are listening to Coheed and Cambria right now. Giants. Oh man, you better get your giants, people. Keep telling everybody. I mean, there are giant commanders that are okay, but I want a kindred giant commander that does something cool. Something that unique to giants. I don't know what that is. You eat people? That's what I would do. If I was a giant, I would eat people all the time. Sometimes people need to be eaten. Let's ask. Giant monsters. Giant monsters love eating people. Poop. Forgotten ancient jewel. You always be wonderful. You always will cause problems. Your ability is just so silly. If it was harder to put the counters on them, it wouldn't be so bad, but it's not. It's not hard to get them on there at all. Forgotten ancient. March of the Machine. Oh, March of the Machine, you disappointed me so greatly. I really wanted the Phyrexian War to be longer than one set. Like, one set, that's it. Like, that's all the sets you need. You don't need more sets than that. But I want more sets than that. Please? Man. That's interesting. They wouldn't let me do that. Sorry. Thinking, I'm like, ooh. I was like, what could I could use this for something, and then I was like, I don't know what I'm using this for. I was like, that's not going to work the way you want it to. So there, but that's the way I want it to work. I don't care what the card says. That would completely defeat the purpose of the card. Oh, hello, my baby. How are you? She's that tiny one. Hey, baby girl. You don't come in here very often, don't you? I visit by the tiny one, Vanellope. Yeah, you're silly. You kind of just get called by your nickname. You ended up with. She is poor little thing. She has sniffle problems. She was a barn cat, so she was born with some issues, some sniffling issues. Yeah, my poor little thing. Yeah. Makes me sad. Yeah. I don't want you to have to do that. So she has to take some lysine every day to try to keep her sniffling a little bit under control. The only bad thing is it like hardens over her nose, and then like it sometimes obstructs her nostril, and since she breathes through her nose, she has. Yeah, you wanna come up here? Come on up. Yeah. Okay, so silly. I need a third hand so I can do all these things. Yeah. Biting me, you're silly. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care if you bite me. You only have 4 teeth. Yeah, you only have 4 teeth. She had this virus called the Khaleesi virus, which is funny because I have a cat named the Khaleesi. Or the Khaleesi. I guess she's just Khaleesi, but I guess she could be the Khaleesi sometimes. Khaleesi virus inflames their gums, and sometimes it like pushes teeth out and stuff, and causes dental issues because of that. So, like all of her tiny teeth got pushed out of her mouth, so she just has her 4 canines. So she bites really deep when she does bite. there's there's no tiny teeth to stop the long canines to going into you. It's kind of silly. I don't know how long the game will be tonight, so I don't know how long the stream will be, but I will be back tomorrow. I got some paperwork and crap I gotta do today to do, so yeah, unfortunately, I do have things I have to do. Hey, be nice. That's okay, Barbie. That's okay. Oh, tiny one, that's okay. Well, you wanna come over here? Yeah, I know. Want me to move all these paintbrushes? Yeah, you can come over here. Want to come over here? Here, come. You want to come over here? Yeah. You're so silly. I know. Yeah. You can come over to that space and lay. That's fine. I can work around you. I work around cats all day long. This is literally what I have to do all day is work around you guys. I'm just gonna jump back down there and keep weaving. Okay, you do that. You do that. Oh, Kadama is not Kadoma, you weirdo. Nope, where did you go? There you are. Oh, there's my scissors. I was looking for my scissors earlier in here. I was like, I always have a pair of scissors in here. I was like, where the hell are my scissors at? Because I usually put them back the same place. So it was like, it's my. Guess I found them. Probably knocked off by me, but we'll blame a cat. It was most likely me. Oh well. Go. Begin the invasion. I would like to use this at some point. I should make a battle deck. There was an easy way to flip them all. I mean, it would just cause a whole bunch of problems, which would be kind of fun. This card is kind of cool because it's all these different planes in each picture. And actually, one of the planes looks like Vrain. That's Nyx. Yeah, the one at the bottom looks like Jace's homeworld. It's got a bunch of these mage rings. This art is really cool. Campbell White. Cool, Campbell. Oh, she disappeared. Guess we're going back over here. I would like to do some painting today. So much painting to do. Oh, Mathis. We will get up in a second and go check on the world. 5 minutes. Stand up. I'm in a painful mood today. My body. So stupid. Don't get old, folks. I tell everybody that every stream. It's a trick. You don't get to do anything cooler. You get to rent a car at like 25 in the United States. I guess that's exciting for people to spend more money. I don't know. When you turn 18, you get drafted. I don't know. Not a lot of cool stuff happens when you get older. Like, most likely you're already watching horror movies and watching terrible things on the television and the internet, so I don't know. Those are things that eventually you got to do when you got older, but I don't know. I was doing them much younger than I should have been. Probably not mature enough. It's just a lot mature enough. You're so beautiful. What's happening? I guess she just suddenly woke up and violently started cleaning herself. Like she just woke up from a dream where she was like, "Oh, I need to clean this paw immediately." Are you okay? You're crazy. Cats are so weird to me. Sometimes they're just. Zerda. Zerda is different. This should make Zerda. I just use weird mana abilities. Elemental Fox. There's not a lot of foxes in red, so that doesn't really matter. There's a lot of cool elementals. Just make a tap down deck. That's not fair. That's the thing, is sometimes I'm like, oh, this would be a fun deck for me. But how do I make a deck fun for other people too? Like, and I know that's not something that everybody thinks. Like, sometimes people don't care whether or not just other people are having fun or not. Just a way to play Magic. Do not suggest it. If you would like to continue playing with the same group. Or want people to play with you. I don't know. Oh, Marin. This is a list version of Marin. So many. Oh, I have 2 copies of this list version of Marin. When I have multiple copies of a list card, then maybe that list card needed less copies. This is a very just Boros dragon. It just has the things. Haste, lifelink, flying. Okay, it does the Boros things on a dragon. Sometimes that's how you make a card. Sometimes that is how it be. Sometimes that's what the set needs. I did have a party deck. I should rebuild it. This guy's not super good for our parties, though. But he does dungeon things. I have friends who hate dungeons. In 39 seconds, I am going to get up real quick and go make a quick walk around the house. As I get, well, see, this is the cat beast I was thinking about using to give all my creatures vigilance, and that have vigilance. It would be a lot of just doing things to make things happen. Anyway, thank you very much for hanging out during the breaks. I appreciate it. I will be back in a moment, everybody. You take care, and I will be right back. Boop. I'll leave that up. I'm going to pause this, and we will be right back. Boop. used the last time I used the remote was to check to see if it was on Paramount, and then I don't know where I put it. I feel like it was next to the. I feel like it was next to the Xbox controller, but I don't know. Maybe a cat took it. We'll just blame cats. That's what I blame all the time for everything. Like this is a problem, probably cats. This became a problem, probably cats. That was not a problem, but now it is. Probably me. That was probably me. Clearly do not need these cards. Oh. Barbie's going. Anyway, what's happening, everybody? It is Emmara, God is a Blender. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet, and occasionally I just sit here and I talk about Magic the Gathering content on the internet. I am everybody's favorite Magic the Gathering ambassador for Avatar: The Last Airbender. I laugh at that because I'm not even my own favorite ambassador. uh, But I am very excited to start spreading the love here tomorrow. I've got some videos, got lots of exciting things that I'm excited about. I don't sound like I'm very excited right now because I'm waking up still. Apparently, you know, people wake up at 5:55 when they take a nap in the middle of the day. Actually, I went and took a nap at a normal time. Then I laid back down. Then I fell asleep. Then I woke up. Then I laid there going, I hurt really bad. It's dark outside. Maybe I should get up. These are all the thoughts that I have because you needed to know all these things. Anyway, I am a Magic the Gathering cosplayer, puppeteer. You might have seen my content on the internet. You might have seen me at Magic Cons as a featured creator. I've been an ambassador a couple of times. I am a big fan of Universes Beyond. So you will get to hear me gushing about my love of Avatar this coming week. I like my Avatar, and the set looks amazing. It looks so good. I got really excited about it a couple of months ago. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I think I'm more excited about this than this. I was like, what has happened? Oh no. Oh, Sabine, the Crotoclasm. If you are in Grixis colors, Sabine, why can't you be in Grixis colors? Anyway, this is my morning show in the evening. Usually we have an afternoon show. My morning show usually starts in the afternoon when my partner goes to her work, and this is my work. And we usually stream while she's gone. Apparently, I am just spelling all sorts of wrong things. I don't know if I just hit a bunch of buttons. That's all sorts of weird. Ozzy does have an extended version. Maybe I want a full art version of Ozzy. Kind of wanted to build them. She looks really cool. I don't know. We'll think about it. I think I put them aside at one point because I was going to build them. Apparently I have 2 copies. Did I open 2 commander decks of them? Oh my god, I wonder if she's... No, she didn't have a list version. How did I end up with 2 copies? That's interesting. Abaddon, I know why I have 2 copies. I know why I have 2 Abaddons. Interesting. I'm sitting here, try to think back. I'm like, okay. Like, I feel like I have other new Capenna decks upstairs that I didn't open. Or maybe I did open the new Capenna ones. And I didn't open the other ones. Oh. Who knows? That was like 20 years ago. I don't know. Did Nuclear Product come out like 20 years ago? Sometimes it feels like time just goes. I don't know where it goes. It does go by very fast. You don't realize it. This artwork is absolutely beautiful. Shows in freaking Simic colors. Can I use that in? No. Different colors. Damn it. Like, can I cause this problem with this thing? And I'm like, nope. They said you shouldn't do this in these colors. but I want to. You don't understand. I would like to do this thing, please. So the other half of my wonderful program is usually I'm painting miniatures. I usually take a break in between. I don't know. I bounce back and forth between things. Been slowly painting my Death Guard. Getting there. We're getting there. It's taking a very long time. I had a lot of other stuff that's been going on, so I've been doing those things instead. Not that I want to. I would rather do this instead. Would rather paint my men, my little army men, please. My little army men. You know, the safest thing to do is paint little men next to your magic cards. That's a brilliant idea. Do as I do, not as I say not to do. Do exactly what I'm doing right now. This is a good idea. Nothing bad is ever going to happen from me doing this. I just say that, I'll just flip this whole entire thing of paint everywhere. That sounds about right. My brain sometimes, I'm pretty sure, actually does try to sabotage itself. Like, I overthink something that I don't want to do, and then suddenly it just happens. I'm like, oh. Oops. Maybe I should just not have thought that this at all, and then it wouldn't have happened. My bad. Did I make this happen? Uh-oh. Oh yeah, you Kenriths. Always dying on everybody. So that's a weird legendary enchantment from March of the Machine Aftermath, which was a weird set. Was a weird set. It was an interesting try. I didn't think the idea of 5-card packs was a good idea. It could have been an interesting small set. I feel like my idea for it, if you're gonna do like a really small set like that, is just make it so you can get the whole entire set by just like paying $30. And you get 4 copies of each card. The thing is, then suddenly there's no collectability to the cards, so yeah, there's bad things about it. Okay, my idea's stupid, don't do it. Okay. Talked myself out of my own idea. Excellent. So, we've been slowly painting all the rust colors on all my Death Guard. We got all the fleshy and dead color on there. Primer on there. All those fun things that are not actually fun things to do. I don't know, maybe somebody really enjoys priming. I don't know. I don't know who you are or what your problem is. I don't know what your issue is, Primer Boy. There's zero fun to be had in well, that's not true. There's just probably some kind of fun involved in priming if you get into it, but no. Anyway. I think I'm funny sometimes. I must sleepy all the time, though. That is my normal state. I am pretty sure I am actually part cat. Like, I've been wanting to play some of my video games all weekend long, and I just do not. I don't know. Yesterday I had no time to do anything. And then by the time the end of the day came, I was just shot. I was like, I just wanted to lay down. Which is unfortunate. I hate that feeling of just defeat. Like, that I don't have any other choice. Like, that my body is just given up. And I'm like, well, even if I wanted to do something, I don't know if I can. Like, I'm probably just gonna fall asleep while I'm with a controller in my hand. One of my other favorite things about the Death Guard, I'm gonna change this complete subject completely. I love that they have their old school armor still from like the Horus era. So they've got bits and pieces of that old school armor. Some of it's mutated now, but some of it's really cool. So, what do we got going on here? We got some streams coming up here. Got a whole bunch of streams, actually. We gotta find out what we're doing for Magic Online stream this week. I was kind of just, it was a bad week. It was a bad week, it was a bad month. Seems something came up every week that and it was all my fault though. I messed up our Magic Online Tuesday night stream, so I apologize for that, everybody. We will be back in gear, hopefully, this week. That's my late night game where I'm sleepy. I will never be not sleepy on our Wednesday night games. And 10 o'clock is a normal time for the two of them. I mean, it's a normal time for all human beings, but this is not the time of playing Magic. It's too late. Which just always ends up with me doing some wonderful Magic plays sometimes. Or just doing the silliest things, because I'm just like, I don't care, I'm so tired, watch me do dumb things now. Sometimes those dumb things are hilarious. Sometimes they're not. I mean, the dumb things are not like mass board wipe 3 hours and not those kind of dumb things. Just dumb plays that get me killed. Just like, okay. Just kill me already. This has gone on too long. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay. I deserve to die now. You should just kill me. Because most likely I'm probably not going to bed for another hour after this. That's the other thing, is when I play late, like I finish and then I'm like, oh, I'm wide awake because I've been using my brain for things. Excellent. Let us continue using our brain for things. Like, let's not? Let's just shut that down. That would be great. Hey, Abby, what is happening? The foosball is on right now, so I'm streaming at a weird time. I'm just out here rambling. What was I just... I don't even know what I was just rambling about. I'm sure it was some kind of nonsense. I got too excited and I was like, ooh, Abby! And then I just completely forgot what I was talking about. I got excited that there was a person. And then I completely just, yeah, gave up my brain space for whatever was happening. How are you doing this weekend? I had a busy weekend. Got lots of stuff done. Today is always a big chore day anyway, and I knew football was on at like 4 something, so I was like, well, I'll do some streaming while that's going on. Cause then I can't use the main television anyway, so can't play video games. Groceries. I need to do some grocery shopping. I have. My problem is I have plenty of food, but it's just not the food that I want to eat right now. At least for now. We'll see. Ask me in another week. uh, Man, for some reason I have really bad heartburn, and I don't know why. It's not cool. I took a nap. My partner was like, I'm gonna go take a nap, and I was like, that sounds fabulous. I was like, I actually would love to go take a nap. I was like, I'm gonna go snuggle cats. Okay, cool. I will always choose to go snuggle cats over almost everything. Like, I could have something I need to do that's important, and I would just be like, snuggle cats? Do important thing? Snuggle cats? Yes? I would love to snuggle cats, please. God, I love cats. Cats are great. Yay, I think we got all of the rust color on this guy. We're getting there. We're getting there, Abby. We're still adding cards. We're about to start the 4th week of adding cards to this Moxfield list, which is insane to me. It doesn't seem like it should have been 4 weeks already. It actually hurts my brain that it's been 4 weeks. I don't know how that happened. It doesn't seem like it has been that long, but I know that I didn't mess up the time, so now I'm just like, huh, that went by really fast. How am I still possibly adding magic cards to this? And then I'm like, oh, we're not anywhere near done. We're not anywhere near done, Abby. Ever. Never gonna be done. Anyway. Oh, did you already have all your on? Or did your red, apparently. I did all those. I guess, yeah. You looked like you didn't have all your colors on, but apparently I don't know what I have. Understand. Like, if I don't have to go out, I will not go out. Like, and if it was not something important, like, that's important. Like, otherwise I would be like, nope. This is a tomorrow problem. I say a lot of things are tomorrow problems. Or I'm just like, I don't want to do this. I was like, can I do this tomorrow? Is this a thing that I can put off? I would like to. Actually, I'm thinking that right now about something. I was like, can I put this off? Probably. I could probably do that. I could probably do that tomorrow. Well, that guy had a lot less painting to do on him than I thought he did, so that was actually pretty exciting. Like, I did some of the rust or bronze color on them, but it ends up looking more bronzy than, or more irony than it's supposed to, because the way that I painted it and the other layers underneath it. So it doesn't come up nearly as bright as it does on my other models. I still eat so many kids' snacks. Oh my god. I'm just thinking, like, I buy a bunch of kids' snacks, but I'm like, but I buy them for myself. Yeah, that's the problem, is a lot of people didn't, like, take the decks apart. Like, they bought the decks and kept them together, which doesn't happen a lot, but with the Universe Beyond decks, I feel like that does happen a lot more often. Because I know I mean, I bought 2 dog meat decks, but that was actually I took apart, so... But I took them apart for myself. So it makes me actually wonder how many actually get out into the wild. The same with the Warhammer decks. I imagine a lot of people who buy the Warhammer decks want to keep them intact because they're probably their favorite factions, or they're like the Fallout one's one of their favorite characters. So, like, if they don't reprint them in some way at some point, I don't know what they plan on doing. They can't do like a Universe Beyond Master set because that would just be so many copyright things. I can't imagine the issues that would arise from trying to do like a Universe Beyond Master set. So, I don't know if we don't go back to Fallout or do those things again. Where do we reprint them? That's one of the questions I ask myself. Like, if they have a core set, like at least like Avatar and stuff, they can reprint a full set if they need to. Whereas these commander decks, even if you reprint the commander decks, there's no guarantee that people are going to actually open them and sell the cards out of them, especially if they're good cards. Heck, they might be just buying the box or buying the things to get those cards, which would really defeat the purpose of getting them out there. So, like, I don't have a solution for this problem right now. Like, trying to think of a good way that they would get reprints out there. At some point, I mean, nobody wants to buy a full deck just to get one card. That's like, I've had issues trying to, well, I was trying to trade for the Fallout Soul Rings and the Fallout Arcane Signets for my dog meat decks, and there's not a lot of them out there. And the ones that are out there are very expensive, and I don't want to buy them. I would like to trade for them. Like, please. That is too much monies. Yeah, that's... certain, I want a friggin' Fallout Mana Crypt. I don't need a Fallout Mana Crypt, but if I had one, I would put it in my Fallout deck. I would trade for one. I want to say it's like a couple of $1,000. It's insane. But I would trade magic cards to the point that I could get to there. Like, I don't need this, but it's so shiny and beautiful. This is my idea of pimping out a car and being cool. Oh man, this means we can get some more reds on some of these guys, which is pretty exciting. Alright, let's do some more Moxfield. And painting, I just do every once in a while because I need to do something else to reset my brain. Looking at numbers and entering in cards is sometimes kind of boring. Huzzah! We're back. Because I can't see the small numbers from super far away. Well, they're so tiny. They were tiny when I could see. Before I was old. See, if they weren't expensive cards, it wouldn't be so bad. Like, that's why a lot of times I'm always worried that I'm like, if I go to get certain cards, I'm like, oh, I would really like this in my deck. I think this would go really well. And then I try it out. I finally get to test it out, and I'm like, this is no good. It's like, this is not what I thought I was going to happen. I'm like, I spent too much money on this card. Like, hopefully it's useful later on in life. I really wish she was not the colors that she is. She is neither color I need for my Thopter deck. And if I use her, I can't use a whole bunch of these cards I want to use that are blue. And if I use Leonardo da Vinci, I can't use PS in those colors. So I'm just like, so my Leonardo da Vinci deck is still just sitting. It's partially built. Like, I just want a proper Thopter deck, but I just don't have the colors yet. Proft is interesting. It's good that it has a tap symbol. I can really abuse that. How is the mail strike? Or do you still have a mail strike? I can maybe get some cards to you. Oh, Sophia. Sophia is fun because she's just shaggy. She has the same amount of letters in her name as Shaggy. I would definitely make a Scooby-Doo of this. Oh, I could do it with Shaggy the dog. Well, Shaggy the cat. I could dress Shaggy up as a dog. Shaggy would be very... Shaggy's ridiculous. He's so fluffy. God, I love him so much. Oh my god. Whenever I get sad, Abby, I just go and I pet Shaggy. Or I talk about Shaggy and Shaggy comes. That's great. He's such a little... He's so funny. He's a little fluff ball. He's a giant fluff ball. I say he's a tiny fluff ball, but he is a monstrous fluff ball. He is a silly little man. He makes me so happy. He's so curious and silly. Like, there's so many things about him that make me happy. He has very wide, expressive eyes, and you can tell when he's thinking about things, and he's going to cause problems. Like, that looks like a cat that's gonna cause problems, and sometimes you can tell. Like, that cat's about to do something dickish. That's almost always my cats. Oh, Emery. I probably should put Emery in my Thopter deck. Do I really like the original art of Emery. Thank you very much. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. And then I'll probably stand up for a second and go check on everybody. You know, am I getting... Okay, let's put Emery aside. I would probably use her for... I don't think I put one aside for my Leonardo da Vinci deck. I would like to finish it. I have a whole bunch of decks I need to finish. But I have a whole bunch of decks I need to build for this coming week. I have 2 new decks that I need to play for streams, like for Avatar, that I need to finish, so that's gotta happen. I'm excited about my 2... Nobody chose one of the 3 color commanders that I didn't think... I was like, I don't know, everybody's already chose a commander. I was like, let me see what's left, and I was like, oh, nobody took this one. Okay. I guess that makes my... I was like, I would have liked to play the other one, but I'll take this one. I just assumed that that was the one that everybody would be all over, so I was like, sure. Toulouse, I like you. I don't know why. Something about Toulouse is cool. I love it when I find things that match up with whatever I want to do. I love theming all my stuff together. I have a couple where I have actually themed the actual playmat as well. Is this the right one? Okay, it's the pre-release. This was my pre-release card at New Capenna, was Toulouse. I remember her being my... Maybe that's why I like Toulouse so much, is that she was just my pre-release card. And that was when I first used Connive for the first time. And I really like Connive. And she has weird mana. Like, she's easy to play. You can play her for 3 blue, play her for black, play her for... You just need 1 blue. The other colors, meh. I do enjoy this Coheed Cambria song. It is a good song. I am a Coheed and Cambria fan. I liked their idea of having a bunch of linked songs telling a story. I love stories. You make music into stories. You make cards into stories. I'm very easy to get and capture with my brain. I'm like, okay. I mean, Star Wars and Warhammer and stuff, they have me forever. There we go. Let us have that. I am going to go take a quick little break around the house, make a little walk, stretch my back, and I will be right back. Thanks for sitting through the ads. I appreciate you all. You can look at Rick Thar, the Unbowed. He's a jerk. Rick Bow, he's a jerk. Apple, you're in charge. Apple's in charge. Orlando. Hello, Orlando. There you go. I love that for you. I put this here. Yeah, that's for hitting people. You don't need to hit people. I need to hit people. You're so stretchy. Good job. Good job. did. Oh my god, this subwoofer is still playing in here. It's so weird. Ah. I'm back. I'm back, Abby. I'm back, everybody. What's happening, everybody? It's Emmara, Goddess of Blunder. I'm back. The sports ball is still on. It is not actually 7:30, like my clocks all say throughout the house. It is not Halloween either. I just realized that. Let me change that event thing. I am Emmara, Goddess of Blunder. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet. I am one of your Magic the Gathering Avatar, The Last Airbender ambassadors. I am also occasionally a Magic the Gathering ambassador for other things. I've been a feature creator at almost every Magic Con, except for Vegas and the ones over in the real world. America is not the real world. Rafik of the Many is very, very cool looking. The artwork is very cool. He has a giant lion, which is pretty cool. I have been distracted by this giant. All the people, all the knights in Emmara have giant kitty cat mounts, which is pretty cool. Wish I had a giant kitty cat mount. I would let him sit and sleep inside the house. He would have to like go out in the backyard to go use like a giant sandbox, but he could live inside the house. I wouldn't make him. That would just not be nice to make him sleep outside. Unless he's got like a big giant cave or something that he's just super into, or she's into, or they're just into. You know, if I ever get a giant cat. And talking about owning a giant cat that I could ride around. And how I could have it just live in my house. Which would probably, I imagine it would be, I would get it as a baby. So that it would be raised with house cats. So that it would be all into house cats. But then would house cats even exist in a world that had giant cats that you could just ride around that were the size of horses? I mean, I don't know. Now I'm just asking myself a bunch of questions. Chore days, I spend most of the day just listening to music, and then I also spend the time just thinking, and I think too many dumb things all day, and then, yeah, this is what you get. At least morning me hasn't had enough time to start thinking dumb things yet. I will be back for my morning shows starting this week. I do believe Heather works every day, so that'll probably be different times that I start, but it'll still be the afternoon that I'll be on. At least get a couple hours of this done. I still need to, like, I need to put all these comic books in order. I need a staff, not like a staff to hit people with, but like a staff to actually work for me. I'm writing the word staff, apparently. Apparently I said the word staff too many times, so it's like, well, now this is getting written. I love my brain sometimes. That's why I can't, like, read and watch TV at the same time, because I'll just start mixing words up and stuff. Just like, this artwork is pretty badass. This is a dual card. It's Mardu. Don't know can you flip it? You probably have to flip it another way. Anyway, the Awaken the Blood Avatar has really badass art, too. I mean, are they summoning Crone? That looks like it. This is on Strixhaven. I'm interested to see what we see on Strixhaven. I didn't put in a thing for Strixhaven. I figure there's a whole bunch of people who are really excited about it, but I don't want to take a space for it, unless they give me a space for it, which, sweet, that would be all in anyway. Like, I love magic. If I'm listening to, like instrumental music, it's okay, but I get all sorts of, for some reason. Even though, like, right now I'm listening to music that's not instrumental music, and I'm talking, and I'm typing things in, so I guess it just kind of depends on what I'm doing, and how distracted I am. Because right now I'm doing okay. It just kind of, I guess, depends on my brain and what's going on. Let's see here. Kissy and the Plague. It's such a cool name. Oh, I forgot that Kissian is an experience counter. Experience counters are a thing again in Abby. Kissian, I guess you gotta get put aside. It wasn't. Kissian the Plague is only $1 right now. I feel like people are not realizing. I mean, you gotta kill a creature with this +1/+1 damage. I mean, but the creature just needs to die this turn, so it's kind of like Kessian is like shooting them with like poison, and then they're like, ah. They're like running through the forest, and then they. That's what I got from the story of the rules of the card. Let's see here. Jarina Cardu. Looks like Tessa Thompson. Will never convince me otherwise. I just watched her in Thor Love and Thunder yesterday. I only saw Thor Love and Thunder in the theater, and then I never watched it again afterwards. It could have been multiple movies and been spread out and made differently. They tried to put like a giant storyline all in one thing that could have been like a big epic god storyline, and I don't know why exactly they did that. Dinosaur, cat, nightmare. All the things that a cat is. All the things of a cat. Meow. Cats are little jerk faces. I love my little jerk faces though. Sylvar, Devourer of the Free. Interestingly, why does he have a non-foil version? Is it when he only has a foil version? I don't think Tryon has a version either. Another version. They weren't in like extended versions or anything. It's interesting. Most of the time, Beamtown Bullies. I remember taking this deck apart. Dummies. I hate this deck so much. It was the new Capenna deck with Henzi. Henzi is good. The deck wants to do two different things, the precon does, and it doesn't do either of them well enough to be good. Henzi also, I don't know why you're not just foil. That doesn't make any sense. This is just a good card for Merfolk, just in general. I mean, it's a Merfolk god. When are we getting a cat god? Ugh. I know they do, like people do on the internet, and just be like, I'm gonna say this every day until we get a cat god, damn it. They say that every day about Warhammer on here. Like, I'm just gonna keep complaining until you make more Warhammer and magic. And now I'm gonna sit here. I need Avatar to do well so I can get a Korra set. So, yeah, make sure the set does well. I'll yell at you all. As an ambassador, I'll yell at you. That's a thing. I don't know. As an ambassador, I don't know. I've never had a problem as an ambassador for the most part because I just ignore most things. I have my own life and world going on most of the time when I'm not doing magic stuff. Usually it's just petting cats, but like I definitely was what I did when I was done here and went and checked out there was I pet some cats. Lando was being adorable and he was very upset that I had a giant metal cauldron thing on top of his scratchy post, so I had to move that for him. So then he was good, and then I had to, he followed me and did some stretching. He was being cute, and I was like, "You're being so cute," and he was like, "I know." And then, and then I went out in the kitchen and got a drink, and then I came back out, and Lando was cleaning Jerry. Jerry walked over, and Lando was just like, "You need to be cleaned," and he just started cleaning him. Like, cats are so funny. I don't understand their logic and the things that they do. Boop. Okay, I finished that stack. I had brought up another stack over already, so. It never ends, Abby. It just keeps going. Hogak. I was so excited about Hogak, and then, like, the week that the set came out, they banned Hogak. I think that was, like, the last modern deck I built. Because I was all angry that I had enough Hogaks, and then I didn't need all these Hogaks anymore. I was like, God damn it. I was like, this, it didn't even come out yet. I was like, this is dumb. That's not Healy, I spelled your name wrong. So, that was disappointing. Maybe that's why I never went back. It's just like, I'm out. Like, I could see why people get angry when things get banned. I've experienced it. The great Hogakining. I remember Skull Clam getting banned. I was pretty sad about that. I use him for things. I like Skull Clamp. Okay. So when does Stranger Things last season come out? I'm just gonna have to go look finally. I was like, it's gotta come out on Halloween because it just kept getting later and later and later. I was like, I think it's coming out still, right? I don't know. To tell you the truth, I thought it was over. It's been so long. Like, are they CGIing the kids to make them look like they're still kids? Because it's been a while. I don't know. This is so silly. It's just been so long. I'm like, I hear. So this is when I get to this card, I will talk about it. It's something that actually annoys me, and it's a kind of a something that is kind of universe beyondy, but not. That's more of a copyright issue, and it is dumb. I'm assuming. I don't know exactly for sure, but the issue that I have is most likely that's what caused this issue. So, we had a Jurassic Park little mini set at Ixalan, and the Jurassic Park set had most of the people's faces and things, which means they did have the copyrights to those actors' faces, so they could make them in a magic card. So we have Ellie and Dr. Grant, and we have Chris Butthead. Chris Pratt's a Butthead. Chris Pratt, dinosaurs, their faces and things. But there is one character that has a card and does not have their face on the card. And it looks so awkward, it's so weird, and it bothers me. So we're almost to this card, I do believe. I just want to complain about it. I should have just picked it. I guess I could have just moved it to the top of the stack, and we could have just talked about it at any point. But now we got to work our way there. Miracle is really cool because they're wearing like a dress, like a big, scary, deathy dress. We were trying to figure out whether or not Miracle was more female-oriented or not, but I'm pretty sure they got a dress. But that doesn't mean anything. Bane. I'm Bane. I have so many copies of some of these. 4 copies of Bane, Lord of Darkness. This is ridiculous. I bought so many boxes of Baldur's Gate. Watch us get to the card that I was talking about, and then I'll forget that I was even talking about it. Okay, where is it? Okay, we're almost there. I mean, I was like, did I put it on the bottom? Seems like I not put it on the top, and then I just put it on the bottom. Because I'm dumb. Sometimes I think I sabotage myself. I'm very excited, Abby. I can draw again. I haven't. But I finally got the iPad all set up and everything, so I can hopefully. So this is the card that I want to complain about. Okay, let's bring this up because I have a full border one of this guy. Oh, they made an embossed overlay version of him too. Why? Anyway, it's got the Jurassic Park symbols. So I don't care what the card does. It annoys me that he's facing backwards and just like looking at things and not even interesting things to us. Like he's just looking at the dinosaur eggs. I understand that was his job in the movie, but also his job in the movie was so that we could see his face, and that he's like this should be from the other angle, looking at like from behind the computer and him looking at his thing and like looking between the cages instead. Or the camera should be like over here and then looking at him from over here. But I'm assuming he didn't want his face used in a magic card, which annoys me, whoever you are. I don't know who you are because I can't see your face. Anyway, that's my complaint. That's all I had. It's dumb. I don't know. If I would want to be on everything that I possibly could be on before I die, so everybody has to put up with me. Like, I'm on the internet right now. Like, there's hours upon hours of footage of me on the internet being annoying, and I love it. That when I am gone, at least I'll be on the internet saying stupid things, and they'll be like, this stupid old lady had so many stupid opinions about Magic the Gathering. Like, that's correct. That is very true. I really love the coloring on the foil on this card. I'm not a fan of all of the artworks on these ones. Some of them I really like Amelia. But Amelia is pretty sexy. I have a type. 310. I have so many types. What am I talking about? Anyway, the purple and the blue look really cool in the back, and I love that black is always in purples because then I get everything in purples. There's always purples and black cards, so maybe that's why I like black cards better more than all the other colors. They do the things I like to do. I like to discard card things and sacrifice things and fly. Fly, I guess that is a thing. Oh, Carmen. Carmen is gross. I've done some stupid things with this card. That's really cool. I guess she doesn't actually have to be in a vampire deck. She could be in a soldier deck. I took apart my vampire deck. I've taken apart my... this is... So I've had an Edgar Markov deck. Everybody has an Edgar Markov deck. This is just what happens. Everybody who's ever played Magic has an Edgar Markov deck. Anyway, if you play vampires, most likely you probably have Edgar Markov in your deck. Anyway, he was my commander. I took it apart. He's too powerful. He's silly. He does the thing. Everybody has one. Me. So I took him apart. And then I was like, oh, this new vampire deck is coming out for Lost Caverns. I'll just use this as my deck. I was like, and then I built a, well, actually before that, Crimson Vow, and I ended up building a Edgar Markov Olivia deck that was all wedding based. So it had all of her guests. There were all these vampires, and I tried to fit all the Crimson Vow cards that I could fit in that were wedding themed. Deck is horrible. It does things. I mean, it does vampire or Mardu nonsense. But, yeah. It didn't interest me, so, like, I'm trying to be better about if a deck doesn't catch me and keep my interest, or if it's not, like, sometimes I do keep them together for theme purposes. I'm like, oh, I do like this theme. Maybe we'll get more at some point, and I can upgrade it or change it. No Edgar Markov deck. Good for you. You're a good person, Abby. You're a good person. The rest of us, bunch of freaking monsters out here, being douchebags. Like, I had one because, like, I got the precon when it came out. And then I just kind of upgraded it as time went on. And it's like, vampires do everything. And with Edgar, it just does a crazy amount of things. So here is Ellie and Alan. Now I'm back to my Jurassic Park rant. We have their faces. They were like, hey, I want to be on a magic card. And they were like, hey, we're going to be on a magic card. But Mr. Wu did not want to be on a magic card, which is stupid. See, that's what I'm thinking. Henrietta is a lot of fun. I I had her. She's in my demon deck because she makes love to demons. So I just kind of had to put her in my demon deck. Maybe at some point this will be my dinosaur deck. It's just exile and discover dinosaurs. It makes sense. You know, we'll put it over here. We'll deal with this later. I'm a big fan of Angie too. Angie, like, I think I'm gonna rebuild my discard deck / madness deck back into Angie. It's just so badass. Like her freaking card where she's just sitting at like the wedding, just like in the chair, like, yo, what's up? And Henrietta, she was Gristlebrand's lover. She only gets drunk off of or only drinks demon blood, supposedly. I love magic lore. See, I only use flip cards if I have an extra copy. It's so stupid. I just hate taking cards out of the sleeves. So often I'm just like, okay, I don't have another copy of this, but if I get another copy, I'll put it in this deck. Every once in a while, like the lands, the flip lands. If I only have one copy, I'll put them in a deck still. Oh, Saskia. You know, I don't know if Saskia, what world Saskia is actually from. I don't think we've actually been there, because it's not Kaldheim. This is one of my favorite secret layers. Oh, it was the last time that Saskia was actually... I used to get all the secret layers, but the Woman's World one was one of my favorite ones. It had Sisay and Saskia and... why can't I remember who the other two are? They're in decks. And the artwork is really cool. They had really beautiful artwork on all these. I do not have a Saskia deck. I should just build a Saskia deck. I know other people have Muscle Mommy decks, but maybe I need a Muscle Mommy deck. And maybe Saskia is my Muscle Mommy. Man, there's been so many good video games that came out this last month. There's a whole bunch of really good games on sale right now on Xbox. Arc Raiders just came out. Vampire the Masquerade sucks. I'm so upset about it still. It's not even that it's awful. It's not that it's unplayable. It's just that it's not great. It's not what it could be. And that is the problem. It's not the greatness that it could be. And I love vampires. I love vampires so much, Abby. I love them so much. I know so much about them. If anybody ever needed somebody to rescue the world from vampires, and Blade was not available, Emmara would be available, and they could come and get her, and she would help everybody. She would bring her vampire knowledge to the world. America would reject her vampire knowledge and tell her that the vampires weren't real. The vampires would clearly be real, and America would just be like, no vampires. And I'd be like, fine, I'll save the rest of the world. So then Canada would take me in as their vampire specialist. America would be wiped out by the vampire plague. And people would be like, why didn't we hire that Emmara girl? The real, like, vampires aren't real. They'd still be getting killed by vampires. Thank you very much for the update, Abby. I think I'm funny. I have to make fun of all the terrible situations, otherwise, you'll go crazy. You will go crazy eventually, folks. Do you want to be like this? You don't want to be like this. It's not a fun way to be. I forgot that there was another Zada. And it's a lot of colors, Dominique Meyer. It makes me mad that Zada got downshifted. I get it. But it does make me sad because there's like 1 billion copies of Zada out there in the world. And she was rare at one point. Vance's blasting cannons. It's terrible to see words and certain words now. I'm like, oh, I really hate this word. And this word reminds me of this thing. I hate this thing. What are we listening to? I think the CD just ended. I was like, what is happening here? That's the last song on the CD. Oh my god, it's 8 minutes long. Coheed and Cambria, that's too long of a song. Nobody wants that. I mean, maybe somebody wants that, I don't know. That could be a thing somebody is asking for. Emmara's not asking for that, though. Emmara says that's too many. That's interesting. The prologue of this is the same music as the ending music of the last CD that just came out. Interesting. I've been distracted. The sad piano music has distracted me. I love piano. I love all sorts of music. I can listen to pretty much anything besides country music. It's not true. There are some country music songs that are older country music songs I enjoy, but and every once in a while something might catch my ear, but I don't need to hear about driving home drunk and hitting my wife and whatever else country music songs are about. My dog getting hit by a car. I think those are most of the things that you sing about if you're a country music person. And you're very proud of it. Sorry if anybody listens to country music. I apologize. Oh, these are all really weird cards that are Chandler. Oh, I lived through Homelands. It wasn't a great time. Was not a great time for us. It was the only new cards we had, though, so I was like, these are the best cards that have ever existed. Woo! They weren't. They were awful. That's a Tulpa is... That's tech right there. Okay, I'm going to stand up for a second, everybody, and I will be right back. You know, I should drink water, too. The dark sentencer. Sounds terrifying. Goddamn cats. Goddamn cats. I love cats. But goddamn them. I love those little guys. I found this paintbrush yesterday while we were going through our stuff and fixing the living room and moving. We rearranged the whole entire house yesterday. Well, it took most of my day up. But I'm happy. It looks nice. There's more space. It looks less cluttered than it was, so it makes me happy. What's going on, everybody? I'm Emmara, Goddess of Blender. Make Magic the Gathering content on the internet. I occasionally also sit here and paint guys. And I also occasionally do my Mox Field all at the same time because I can. I'm a Magic the Gathering content creator. I am one of your Avatar, The Last Airbender ambassadors, which I have. This set looks ridiculous. They haven't even showed some of the things where I'm just like. I'm excited for you all. It came out really well. Chris Mooney always does such an excellent job. One of the people that when I know that they're one of the people that work on a set, that I'm like, okay, it'll be okay. We're okay, everybody. We're okay. Not that anybody's done a bad job. It's just there are certain people that I trust to do things that and they think the same way I do and enjoy a lot of the same things I do. So I know when they work on a set that most likely there will be cool stuff that I will also enjoy. So that is the reason why I get excited when certain people are involved. Anyway, I am also a cosplayer. You may have seen some of my cosplays at Magic the Gathering conventions. I've been Agatha, I've been Ashnod, I've been Judith, I've been Disa. I was just Maya at the last convention for our Avatar trivia contest that I got to participate in. That Jane plays Magic and Magic Misha Migo helped put on, and it was really fun. I was really excited that they let me be part of it. I am also a puppeteer. You might have seen some of my puppets at the Magic conventions. Chandra. Oh my god. This is why we didn't put red on these guys yet, because we were gonna mess it up. Anyway. I just got painted somewhere I did not want it. Anyway. Welcome back, everybody, by the way. I had a Chandra puppet for... If you didn't know, I've been an ambassador a couple of times. Magic is one of my favorite things in the world. I've been playing for 31 years. I like to think that I can, before I go, I can bestow my Magic knowledge on some people will listen to me and be like, she was pretty smart about Magic. I'll listen to her. She's fun. And then those people will carry on my legacy of fun. My legacy of fun in Magic. That's all I want. I would like to make Universe Beyond, so it's... I like to think eventually I will be a future maker of Magic cards, right? I would be so good at making Universe Beyond stuff. Yesterday I was just making cards in my brain. And my partner is not as impressed by my cards that I make as a Magic person would be. Normal people are like, I don't know what you're talking about. Well, she knows what I'm talking about for the most part, because she used to play, but she doesn't play anymore. She plays with me once a year, or she'll go see like a horror movie or something with me. Or any movie that I want to go see, because sometimes I like to go see movies that she doesn't want to go see. Which is weird. She doesn't like horror movies. last year I used my game up on Alien Romulus because I wanted to go see it in the theaters, but I didn't have anybody to go see it with, so I was like, I'm seeing this in the theater. I don't care. So I am a giant nerd. I have a lot of hobbies. I've been playing Magic, as I said, for 31 years, but I've also been playing every other video game and have a lot of hobbies. And I'm very, very obsessive about my hobbies. So I know a lot about a lot of things. So, like Avatar, I'll get into. Like, I don't want to talk about things that I'm going to talk about in my content that I'm about to put out. So, I gotta rein in every once in a while. Nobody wants to hear things twice. People don't have time to hear things 2 times. We only got enough time to hear things once. Anyway. This is the Emmara magical miniature morning in the evening. Which is a reference to a awesome show. If you get it, good for you. Here, I appreciate you. Boop. So, let's see here. I have been painting miniatures for what seems like forever as well. Warhammer, I've only been playing for 26 years? That seems like a correct amount of time. Question mark? Yeah, 99, so yeah, about 26 years. Warhammer set, or Warhammer instead of Warhammer 40k. I started with the Witcher, the Dark Elves, mainly because they had witches who were these badass women folk that were killing crazy killers, and I was like, I'm in. Thank you, Abby. I keep forgetting to drink my water. I keep only drinking my water when I stand up, and I'm like, oh yeah, I have a water over here. I should drink this. I've almost finished it for the day, Abby. I drink way too much water now, and I hate it. It's not even that I hate it. Okie dokie. Let's see. I won't say anything super cool or impressive while you're gone. We got this. I think we got almost everything on this guy. Nope, nope. I don't know what the next show I'm gonna watch is. Like, I usually have shows that I watch by myself, as whatever horror shows or things that do not interest my partner, but I gotta figure out what I want to watch. Just finished Alien, finally. Did just start back up my DC app, so I can start catching up on stuff. Spent a couple months reading Marvel books. Now it's time to read DC books, apparently. I go through spurts. I'm in the mood to read certain things, and other times I'm like, eh. I don't know what color we're painting this. Probably gonna do the whites on here afterwards. I do need to go test a painting a technique out before I do this. Hopefully, the Bills got the ball back. I don't want my partner's team to lose. They need to win. Go Bills. Go Bills, god damn it. Especially because Kansas City. I hate the quarterback on Kansas City. He's so whiny. I don't even watch football, but he's whiny whenever I'm watching. So if I'm only watching every, like, very, very rarely as I'm walking through the living room, like, you must be really whiny, dude. That's right. Magic Ambassador talking bad about the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't know anything about football, nor do I care, so. My opinion means nothing. Don't be upset about it. My opinion literally should mean nothing. Emmara hates the Kansas City Chiefs. I hate any team that is not the Buffalo Bills or the Atlanta Falcons because that was my random team that I chose to be my football team. I'll be good to those teams. That's right. More paint. I got carried away and I wanted to just start doing like it. They look so much cooler the more paint they have on them. So I was like, I'll just do the red on these guys. I'm like, why? Because you have the red out? Just start doing the thing that you need to do, you weirdo. Abby, I have to yell at myself because there's nobody else to yell at me. Somebody has to yell at Emmara, because otherwise Emmara is just going to be running around doing dumb stuff. We can't have that. This guy gave extra tentacles. I did a lot of customization on some of these guys. Added tentacles, I added all sorts of silly little things with my modeling clay. I hadn't done that in a long time. Like, I used to do that a lot. Like, make customizations with my green stuff. That's much easier on the Death Guard because it doesn't really matter if it looks good or not. And that just looks like it fits, even if it looks like crap. You're like, yeah, look, this is very Death Guardy. It looks like crap. How did you know that it should look like crap? Oh well, the Death Guard kinda look like crap. The one nice thing is that some of these were already halfway painted, so at least it's not taking it. It makes it seem like I'm like finishing so much faster. I'm like, yay! We almost got all the brass on here, but I already had like half the brass on some of these, so the vehicles have a lot more to go. Vehicles always take so long. Ugh. And we just primed a bunch of guys this weekend. God, what have we done? My stack of shame. My stack of shame is horrible. Emmara is just out here floundering. This bug is going to be very, very gold or bronzy. I don't know if I use this backpack on any of my other Death Guard. Sometimes things because I have so many units, I use the same pieces on some of them. There's not new ones to be used, and unfortunately, or this one looks like it's one that I have not used before. I might be completely wrong. Every time I do these spikes, I just go down the leg, do the spikes, and then I forget to do the bottom part of the spike because I just went down with all the paint and then just didn't go back up. It's not the first time that I've done it, so I'm just like, don't mess it up. You're very good at messing things up. Just try not to. We know you're good at it, but just calm down. So I will be back tomorrow afternoon. Probably like 11-ish. I don't know. Kind of depends on when I get everything done. Depends on when I get things done in the morning. Sometimes it takes a moment. Sorry, I'm concentrating for a second here. I love that these guys. No, I've said this before. I say a lot of things many a times. These guys, the Death Guard, take human heads and they put grenade or like their mines slash bombs inside them. So they're like throwing human heads at people that have bombs in them. The Warhammer universe is something. It's a place. It is a place. This is not a happy place. This is not a happy place. That is a very unhappy place, actually. I'm glad that electronics, for the most part, that are attached to the internet change the time to what it's supposed to be, because otherwise I would not know what the real time is ever during this, whenever there's time changes. What is this thing sticking out of his leg? Is this a skull? I think this was a skull. I think he was supposed to be over further. That the skull is just not attached to the... What did I do? Like, what have I done? Kinda... The Death Guard are interesting too because they have like a... Even though they've got this futuristic tech, some of the stuff that they have going on is not as high tech, like wooden staffs and things that nurgle. A lot of antlers and wooden things on them as well. Like normally, like these horns I probably would have done more in a bone slash brownish color to make them look more wooden, but it's like, you know what, let's just go crazy and just make them bronzy. And we got bronzy. So now all the horns are like this golden bronzy color. I did make the bronze a different color on the crone, just to separate them a little bit from each other. Since that bronze is the color of crone, red and... But I wanted a color that was kind of... Since everybody has gotten together as Chaos Undivided, they're all working together, so I wanted to have something that kind of dragged them all together color-wise. This giant axe is freaking cool. I wish I had a giant axe, Abby. I don't know what I would do with it. Probably axe things, but... whatever that means. You know, as one does. My partner is cheering, so I'm hoping that is good things. I assume so, because it's the fourth quarter, and that was very close. They had just gotten the ball back, so could have been bad. Hopefully it's all good, and that's a week of Buffalo Bills fans being happy. I don't want anybody to be sad, but I would rather that other team's fans be sad. Does me no good. This is really cool. I think that is everything on this guy. He's got extra tentacles. Like, I don't remember when I was painting another version of this guy where I used some of the same parts. This arm slid a little bit. Ugh. Sometimes I try to build things too fast and then I don't let the glue all the way. So don't be like me, people. I don't know what I'm doing. We are gonna keep streaming until the next break. And then I'll probably go and actually eat dinner. It kinda didn't do that. I was gonna do that after the game. That way I can sit and watch TV. I watch TV while I eat because I have to multitask. Always multitasking, all the time. So I have been slowly adding my magic collection to the internet, to Moxfield, so that I can actually put my build decks faster. Okay. So tomorrow will start week 4. Week 4 of entering my collection into Moxfield. Part of me is like, even if I guess if I scanned everything in, it would be different. And actually, I enjoy doing this, so I don't really care that it's taking forever. I get to look at my cards. I get to talk about Magic and my cards. So I get to set things aside for decks, update decks. I get extra things out of it. I'm accomplishing other things. Pia, you have had a lot of cards for not really doing much since, I mean, you are a politician now, I guess that's the thing. That apparently does things with Thopters. Thopter politician. She's fighting for all Thopter rights and Garapor. 19. I think I'm gonna have to. One of my problems right now is I need to build 2 decks. I have most of the stuff set aside right now, but I can't stream it because all the cards haven't been shown yet. So I gotta find time to sit down and actually make these decks without streaming. I guess I can do that. I guess that's a thing. Unctus. Unctus has such a weird name. Such a weird freaking name. I would name myself Unctus. That's what I should have named myself. God damn it. I really missed out. I'd have to do the whole entire thing. Metatech. I guess I didn't realize that was the... I guess I just never got past the name Unctus to get to the word Metatech. Unctus could do some silly things. Unctus. My name is Unctus. Uncle Unctus. That would be a weird name. 8.5 tails. That's my original 8.5 tails. She was originally my favorite fox in Magic. Oops, did I go to... What is this? Oh, it's just the avatar for Magic Online. I was like, what is this? I do not have this. Of course, I'm like, what is this thing I do not have? That sounds like a collector. Expressionist, 187. Magic art is so cool. Okay, that's a giant flaming cat. Why does Emmara not have a giant flamey cat? Well, I don't want flamey cats unless they just are like an elemental cat. Like, I don't want a cat that's on fire. That would make me sad. There's a lot of cards in Modern Horizons 3 that I don't remember. Now I'm like, I would really like to see more of this set. I feel like I may have drafted it a couple of times, but let's see here. Chandler Bing. You know what didn't need another copy was Endless Detour. Endless Detour did not need another copy, but we got another copy, so. Showcases. This Exterminator Magmonarch. I'm kind of bummed that we're not getting any like Horizon sets or anything, because I like them because we get to see lots of things going on in other Magic worlds that we aren't going to. And if we're not going to do that either, that means we're not going to any other worlds besides the ones that we see, unless they announce something that we haven't seen, which if they announce another set, I don't know what I'm going to do. I already don't know what I'm doing. I want to make content for everything, but if I can't afford to make content for everything, I don't have the disposable income or any kind to operate these displays. The Blunder Dome runs off of pure punk energy. That's that great that you're gonna run off of. What was that? 494. This is actually a really good card. Rasheen, the Roaring Prophet on the right decks. I've seen it do some stupid stuff. It's really good in the Tyrannid deck. The Tyrannid deck is just, yeah. It does the thing. I'll probably make a Magus deck. Oops, Necrobloom. I was just watching Gore swing around the Necro Sword yesterday. Gore could have been such a better... Everything could always be better a lot of times in the Marvel universe and any... Sometimes I wonder the decision-making process. I love this little guy. Oh, let me bring... Oh, we have to type in this one anyway. Necrobloom, because this is just a normal copy. Another borderless. This little guy is trapped inside here being eaten. That would be me. I get eaten by a giant plant. I don't want to be eaten by a giant plant. I hate giant plants. They're the worst. You're dumb. You do so many dumb things. Cinder vibes. Okay, Cinder vines. Do we need foil? I think it's foil. Sometimes I can't tell if things are foil because the lighting is behind me right now. Just makes it easier for painting purposes. Every other purpose, it's dumb. All the other purposes, not impressive. So now I had a Kaiwan with a giant strawberry. They're pulling that giant strawberry out of a hat? It's impressive. Rabbit wizard. Look at all these cute bunnies that he's hanging out with. Frogs and raccoons, and there's a skunk and a little bluebird. Oh, you were so much fun. Imagine these are ones that I'm gonna forget about. And not because they're bad or anything. Just I didn't get a lot of Bloomburrow, and now Bloomburrow is too expensive. So I probably will not get any more Bloomburrow unless I buy singles. Or trade people for things, so that kind of bums me out. 242. Zorlin. Man. What are we doing here? 335. Kestrel. Kestrel is really good, too. 335. 335. Apparently I did get some Bloomburrow. Got an otter owl. $12.99. What? Planeswalker that's worth money. What is happening here? Camilla? I shall drink water. I am probably gonna get off of here soon. I get to go. Probably gonna go eat. That's after I get done with this stack. But welcome back. Who's this frog man? He's a frog wizard noble. Now look at your top card of your library anytime you play land cards and cast spells. Mana value of 4 or greater from the top of your deck. That's all pretty gross. Could use him in other decks. He is a badass frog. I wish I was that badass of a frog. I'm not even slightly a frog. Maybe I am a frog. I don't know. I could be a frog if I wanted to. Frogs you control have making the Simic mana. Dog meat! Oh my god, does that mean I have more copies of dog meat? Oh no. I made 4 dog meat decks because I had so many dog meats, and now I'm like, do I have another dog meat? Oh no, I do. The Wise Mothman. I love the Wise Mothman. He's fun. He's a fun guy. He's a fun guy. Holy crap, he's a fun guy. He's all sorts of fun. Actually, I've been putting everything else in order, but all the stuff that's over $5 I have not been putting in order because it needs to go into binders, and I need to put it in order before I put it into the binders, but I need interns. Or staff. How do I do that? To put my stuff in order. That's my comic books in order, put my magic cards in order, put my stuff in order. brain. Oh my god, that mind flare is just chewing on this person's head. How did I miss this card? That's gross. This guy is just eating this guy's brain. It's kind of silly. I mean, if you know what's in your opponent's hand, it's even better, but... Almost. Welcome back, everybody. I am just finishing up this stack of cards. I appreciate you sitting through the breaks. I am going to get off of here soon. I'm almost, as soon as I finish this stack. I am Emmara, Goddess of Plunder. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet. I'm a cosplayer, a puppeteer, occasionally a Magic feature creator at Magic Cons. Occasionally I am an ambassador of Magic the Gathering, as I am for Avatar The Last Airbender, which I will have some videos coming out starting this tomorrow, really tomorrow afternoon. We'll see. See whether or not I get things edited properly tonight. If not, it'll probably be in the evening. We'll see. But anyway, I'll be back tomorrow afternoonish to be... We're going to start week 4 of entering my Magic collection into Moxfield. And then we'll also be painting miniatures and whatever else we feel like doing. I'll probably be talking about Avatar, because I'm sure they'll be showing some more preview cards tomorrow, so I can see what else I can talk about. You know, like, did they show the things I want to talk about? I have videos coming out for things, so like some things I'm just waiting to talk about that have been shown, because otherwise it's kind of silly. I'm just making dual content, and that means that some of it is not being seen. So what else is going on? We do have a non-fundraiser for our friend Megan Infinitoken this coming weekend on the 7th and the 8th and the 9th. And that is a Saturday to Sunday. It's going to be from 12 o'clock to 12 o'clock. It'll be different streamers, 2-hour spots, and we'll just come and hang out with us. If you don't have to have money or donate anything, but if you want to buy some Infinitokens and help that way, that would be awesome. Otherwise, we will have some giveaways going on as well. I don't know what's going on with all those, because I have not seen anything, and I should probably ask and find out. Call Unrivaled Ancient is stupid. This thing has caused me terrible problems in my life. It should never be reprinted, ever. That is my opinion on that. Never needs to be reprinted. There we go. We are almost done. Oh, I have an extra copy, or I have a copy of this Simone. This Simone is stupid. She is really gross. I feel like she's really good in almost anything that you would put her in. Okay, anyway, I am going to be hosting the 2 o'clock game on Saturday, and I'll be hosting the 8 o'clock game where we'll be playing some plane chase. I do believe I know everybody who's playing. I'm hoping... I gotta get in contact with everybody, which one of those people I do believe is here right now. I gotta make sure that everybody can still play. I hate not having an easier way to contact everybody because I don't have everybody on Discord, so it makes it a pain in the butt to set things up. Why are you so expensive? Whenever a source you control deals 5 or more damage to a player, draw a card. I mean, 5/3 with trample. Dragon words. Probably will draw on you a card. Dragons are stupid anyway. But we'll be playing some Plane Chase on those days. I'm excited about that. I gotta get my audio and stuff all set up this week because I've had issues, and that's another reason why we haven't had streams. Is I've had Discord issues, and I just need to sit down with somebody, and I just haven't had time to do that. So I'm hoping I can this week. If not, I'll figure it out myself, and we'll be ready. Anyway, I am one of your Magic the Gathering Avatar ambassadors as well. I'm very excited for you to see more stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff. When I got to go through and look through things, I was like, that's a lot of cool stuff. I say that, but there's a lot of really cool stuff. We'll be back in the morning. Thanks for hanging out with me, Abby. Thanks for hanging out with me, anybody that is here. Even if you're lurking, I appreciate you. Take care of yourselves. Let me go see if there's anybody on that we can go raid into, actually. Your network doesn't provide... What does that even mean? I was like, we don't know what time it is. I'm like, you're the phone. You should know what time it is, phone. If anybody knows what time it is, it's you. Phone. Okay, we are going to... Who's rated at? Oh my god. Mana curves. You have so many people. Bevers. Bevers plays Magic still? 86 people? That's so many people. That's a ridiculous amount of people. Anyway, we're going to go raid Mana curves. Say hi to Chase when we get over there. May as well not waste our rage, right, Abby? You can... Everybody, you take care of yourselves. Abby, you take care of yourself. I'll probably see you tomorrow. If not, I'll be on the internet if you need to find me. Later, everybody. Oh no! I'm heading to... We're raiding, Abby. Be safe. Say hi to dog. Say hi to your pupper. Na, 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 na.